Back in 1988, the movie Who Framed Roger Rabbit was a landmark of special effects magic, but it also made it clear to the world that it's okay for adults to like cartoons. Since then, there have been several cartoons on television that are aimed more at grown-ups than kids, from The Simpsons to Ren and Stimpy. Now Virgin is developing Toonstruck, a comedy adventure that throws the player into the middle of a cartoon world reminiscent of Roger Rabbit's Toontown. The story begins in our everyday reality with the long-suffering animator Drew Blank, played by Roger Rabbit alumnus Christopher Lloyd. Blank has some great ideas for innovative cartoons, but at the moment, he's stuck working for Sam Schmaltz Productions, cranking out episodes of the nauseatingly cute Fluffy Fluffy Bun Bun Show. The boss is not only unsympathetic to Blank's request for more creative control, but saddles him with the task of creating characters for an equally vapid sequel show, Fluffy and Friends. This leaves our hero with a huge case of writer's block. While Drew is busy sulking about his stupid job, a freak accident zaps him into a dimension populated entirely by creatures made of paint and ink. Sound familiar? This world is further divided into 3 nations, according to personality type. Fluffy Fluffy Bun Bun and all her adorable friends live, naturally enough, in Cutopia. This land of the lovable is ruled by the benevolent King Hugh, voiced by David Ogden Stiers, best known as Major Winchester from the MASH TV series. Then there's the Malevolands, populated by a lot of cartoon gangsters, zombies, and other generally nasty types. The man in charge is Count Nefarious, a vengeful vampire with the voice of Tim Curry, who despises his sweet and cuddly neighbors, and is determined to make them easier to live with through a fiendish weapon called the Malevolator. Enough said. The third land is called Xanadu, and it's meant for all the misfit characters who don't fit comfortably into either of those categories. In fact, these are all the creations of Drew Blank himself, back during the grand productive days. When Drew first arrives, he meets up with Flux Wildly, a hyperactive fella played by Dom DeLuise. Flux will be Drew's guide through most of the adventure. These will not be the only familiar voices associated with this product. The cast is full of popular cartoon voice actors, although you may not be immediately familiar with their names. For example, there's Frank Welker, the voice of Apu from Aladdin, Tress MacNeille, better known as Babs Bunny from Tiny Toon Adventures, and Dan Castellaneta, the voice behind Homer Simpson. Dope! The world of Toonstruck will be created through a combination of traditional cell animation and computer morphing. High-quality Betacam footage of Lloyd against a green screen is inserted into the strange surroundings. The end result will certainly be unlike anything you've ever seen on your PC. It will also be the first CD-ROM that allows the player to actually control a live actor. Toonstruck is full of complicated and hilarious puzzles, and will engage the player in unique challenges as Drew does his best to halt a civil war between the animated factions and ultimately to get home. This 3 CD-ROM game will be available this winter.